Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Quick update on what is happening. Yes, of a truth, and the court had adjourned the hearing till 10th of May, 2 p.m. to be precise. Keep it a date with us. 10th of May is on Wednesday, and Nigerian time, 2 p.m. Keep it there with us for more updates on that. But things happen within the court premises that is that generating a lot of reactions. Don't forget that there seems to be a mandate given to Bola Tinubu, the governors, and those who have been elected. And of course, the Senior Advocate of Nigeria also have put a strong remark on that. But something happened within the court premises, and court ruled it. And this is actually working against Bola Tinubu. The question is, would he react? Time will tell. Well, before going to the newspaper, my colleague is here. Immediately after this, we're going to look at this critically and what is in it for Peter Obi and Nigerians as a whole. Well, before we go into the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel. Well, according to the news, the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, has arrived in the court to represent the president-elect Bola Tinubu. It was gathered that Lalong, upon his arrival in court, introduced himself as Tinubu's representative. The Presidential Election Petitions Tribunal, however, stated that Lalong cannot represent the former governor of Lagos State, but the All Progressive Congress (APC). The tribunal, of course, had begun on Monday the pre-hearing stage, which was today, for the petitions challenging the February 25th presidential election result in Abuja. The platform had actually reported that the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, and the flag bearer of Labour Party (LP) Peter Obi are challenging the victory of Tinubu. Recall that the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) declared Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress (APC) as the winner with 8,794,726 votes. Obi and Atiku, however, in different petitions, charged the court to declare them as winners of the presidential election. Meanwhile, the Labour Party presidential candidate is also in court as the tribunal hears his petition against Tinubu's victory. And of course, it has been adjourned till 10th. But something unique happened along the line, which is quite interesting. CCB has also spoken concerning this matter, which is the Code of Conduct Bureau has mandated President-elect Bola Tinubu and the Vice President-elect Kashim Shettima and 28 incoming governors to declare the asset by May 29, 2023, which is 22 days before the presidential inauguration. Other officials, including senators-elect and rep-elect, are expected to declare the asset before June 5th, when they will be sworn in. According to the law, the asset declaration is a necessary component of the swearing-in event. The CCB spokesperson, Mrs. Veronica Cato, said so in some few hours ago. She also disclosed that several elected officials have started picking the asset declaration form at CCB state office nationwide, and they were expected to submit their field copies to the bureau before the inauguration day. The outgoing officials, including presidents, 28 state governors and their cabinet members, National Assembly and their state assembly members, and local government chairmen, will equally obtain the asset declaration forms from CCB and submit the same in line with the 1999 Constitution. One thing is sure, no public official will be sworn into the office without filling the asset declaration form. That is what is contained in our law. Before the oath of office will be conferred on any elected public official, they must submit the asset declaration forms. It is part of the requirement for the swearing-in ceremony, Cato said. According to the Constitution, all public officials must disclose their assets and debts both when they take office and after their terms are over. The imparted officials are expected to give comprehensive information, including but not limited to the quantity, varieties, addresses, values, dates of purchase, and as applicable, income derived from properties that have been so declared. The CCB officers are required to verify the declaration. Of course, my colleague is here. And Mike Ezehume, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, has said that nothing stops Bola Tinubu from declaring filling his asset declaration and also submitting same. Or what does he have? Does he have any skeleton in his cupboard? My colleague is here. Let's look at this interactively. All right, now with this asset declaration form they're talking about, and CCB insisting that except they declare their form, a case study of Bola Tinubu These things that David Hundain have discovered about his children having some lofty mansions outside all over the country, and with this asset declaration form, don't you think they will probably ask how he got those assets and what is deriving from it, and also what happened in court today where Lalong was actually representing Bola Ahmed Tinubu when Bola Ahmed Tinubu is in the country.
Okay. Well, a typical situation of the issue or the case of asset declaration form, which he is expected to fill. Typical scenario is that he must do that as a public office holder. Public officer is expected to declare it. But with African democracy at heart, anything is possible. After all, the EFCC had demanded that all bankers should fill asset declaration form and submit so that they know how to track their progress and also know when to go in and confirm if they are guilty of one crime or the other, and also use that to checkmate their earnings. Up till today, a lot of bankers have not done it, and nothing happened. Now we're talking about president here, president-elect here, Tinubu. If he, by virtue of what is going on, he realizes that no fears anyway, he's going to mount that seat. I can assure you that he will not feel it. Even if he will feel it and it is made public, we can't do anything because already he is on board as the president. So the situation we have found our country is such that we need people who can be so trusted and who are truthful, who can set a precedent which other presidents will follow, not someone following what had been on ground. Already we know that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has myriads of cases to handle. Nobody know his academic documentation, even his date of birth confirmation is not really there. A lot of things question mark in virtually every part of his
But he still
area of
scaled
life.
through anyway.
But it scales through. So what are we talking about here? So what is CCB? Do they have power to try president and all of them? Those guys, they don't have that strength. You understand? Then for the other issue of his non-presence in the court, sending in a representative, by law you are supposed, as a defendant, you are supposed to be in court. And in the event of you not being in court, the case can be passed against you in your absence. You understand? So I believe that now that he has been fully informed about it, they're going to get across to him. I don't know what his plan will be, but one of the things I can be so sure of is that in Nigeria, anything is possible. That may be another strategy of what I may call shifting the petition tribunal. They will just keep missing it so that as the days are running, he is sure that he's going to come in. And these are some of the things that we are really scared of. These guys say that they are going to do carry out everything with the fear of God. And the justices who were in charge, if you check our feed, you're going to see all of that. The justices who are in charge had said that nobody should adopt any form of delay tactics or unnecessary technicality. You understand? Now, that is to show you that they really want to expedite action and fix this thing once and for all. But with what I have heard, people like Festus Keyamo say, yes, this rush is justice crush. That was what he said. So that with all of that coming in, already I'm seeing that these guys have a plan on ground, because they know that if they swear in Bola Ahmed Tinubu, nothing anybody would do again. You understand? Because I believe that the judiciary do not have the capacity to try or to stop a sitting president.
Immunity clause comes in.
A lot of things are there, so it's going to be very difficult. So right now, I think that the people in charge, talking about the justices of appeal court who are in charge, who are trying to redeem the image of judiciary, should ensure that if he is not on seat on that particular day, which is Wednesday, they kickstart the process, and whatever he sees, he takes it. That is just how to handle this situation, because already we know that the issue of 25% can sell through with ease, and I think that the Peter Obi guys should emphasize on that issue of that 25%, because there is already an existing legal precedent that if you don't have 25, it had been there since 2003 and also in 2007. It has been there that in event of you not meeting up with that this in 25%, there's no way you can be the president of Nigeria. You don't need to win it, but you need to have at least 25%, and that alone can give Peter Obi victory. So if he's not present, the court shouldn't bother themselves. They should kickstart the process and then draw up conclusion, because what is most important for Nigerians right now is to see the speedy dispensation of justice, within these 2 weeks, so that at least if the verdict of this stuff can come out before May 29, we are so sure that the right person will sit on that
But you
seat.
still have 21 days to also, counter at the appellant court when it eventually moves down to supreme level.
But
So
yeah,
it's a long process.
it's a long process. But then I think that more issues will come up. More issues in the sense that Nigerians may not, or may not allow that day to hold. I have some fears about
Because
that.
even the security men are saying
Are ready for them too. You understand?
It's a dicey situation.
I don't even know how the whole thing is going to happen, but I expect judiciary to at least do their first bidding, ensuring that before the 21st or 29th of May, everything is fully dispensed, the law, so that we can know our stance.
All right. However, that's where we're going to wrap this up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on all this going on, technicalities, and the future of Nigeria is actually in the hands of the judiciary right now. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? Have a nice time. God bless.